everybody. Excuse me. How y'all feeling? I don't know what that was. That was crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to check in real quick, make a quick video. Because it's been some things going on here lately. I think kind of like worldwide right now, man, there's such a huge awakening. There's a lot of people coming to terms with some things that maybe they once didn't believe or didn't agree with or didn't understand or didn't believe. But there's a lot of people starting to come to truth, and we're learning a lot right now. We're seeing a lot right now. I mean, even the government now is having to come out publicly about unidentified flying objects, UFOs. And I'm not really going to focus too much on that, like UFOs, but it's just the idea of something that you've been told your whole life was false, by certain people, by government. They denied it, although there have been a million sightings, even all the way back in the Bible. You know what I mean? There have been sightings, but for a government to try to cover that, and now, cover that for years. With military, having encounters, Navy and Air Force, having encounters, that they're having to keep private and keep secret, top secret. Now they're finally coming public with it, and now they're trying to tell you. They even got President Obama coming out to tell you that there's some truth, or that there are some unidentified flying objects, and they don't know where the hell they come from or how they operate. I do know that there are some people in my community that have been aware of these for many years. And it's nothing that we're afraid of. But anyway, my point with that was saying, like, people are starting to come to truth, and it's even coming from people who had lied to you in the past. You know what I'm saying? Now people are starting to come face to face with truth. And so it's like a worldwide thing right now. People are waking up to truth, and people are starting to, maybe reconsider some things that they once canceled out, or once said, "I'll never believe that. That ain't true. That'll never happen." You know what I'm saying? Now people are having to come to grips with the fact that, man, we have been lied to. And, some of these things that we have been told are false have been real, So, my point of all of that was to say, if you know, then stick to it. The masses of people may not know what you know until later. And this ain't even about UFOs. This is about what you know to be truth in your life, and that is leading you, that truth that is leading you on the path that you are currently on. When you're seeing these things in your life begin to change, you're seeing, you breaking old habits and or breaking generational curses, as we like to call it, or overcoming trauma, childhood trauma, You know, just starting to deal with the realities of this world that we have either thought didn't exist. I know I'm one who didn't have a strong belief in mental health, and you know, until it's real in your life. You know, like I used to feel like it wasn't that serious, you know what I mean? Until I really started to try to understand, which was really only about 3 to 4 years ago, maybe. That I started to really kind of look into that and stop looking at things through like a judgmental eye, like especially that, you know, like don't want to be judgmental when it comes to that. The point of all of this is, if you know, you know, stick to it, because you know some people are going to disagree. Some people are not gonna believe what you believe. Some people are not gonna see what you see. Some people would rather argue you about whether or not you know truth, or whether or not what you say is actual truth versus what they know and they believe. And I think it's very important during this time that if you know that you know, stick to it. Stick to it. Stick to it. I've been having some conversation with a couple of friends of mine. It's interesting that when you hear from different people that are kind of going through similar things or whatnot, and it was kind of like relationship conversations, and you know, some of my male friends are having some issues with in their relationship, and you know, a lot of times the conversation is feeling like the woman doesn't respect them, or the woman doesn't follow their leadership, or you know, it was like or they don't listen, you know, or they argue everything that you're attempting to do. Now that's a little heavy to uncover right now in this video, but what I'm trying to say is that that can make it real difficult for you to want to you know, kind of commit to your goal or your plan when your spouse, your partner, your lover or whatnot is not necessarily on the same page with you, or not believing in you to accomplish your goal, or not supporting you in accomplishing your goal. And I'm only speaking on my male friends because that's where the recent conversation has come from, but it doesn't mean that it has to be only what a female does to a male. It's whatever your partner is, if you're male or female, whatever your situation is, your partner is what I'm referring to. If your partner does not support you fully in everything that you do, does not agree even with your decisions to move forward with certain goals and dreams in your life, that's a bigger thing to deal with, you know, because that's heavy, man. That's a bigger thing to deal with than what I'm saying right now. But the only message I can give them in this time is, if you know that you know, stick to it. Don't break your plan. Don't shift from your goal because your partner or family members or friends, and this is similar to the other video, even when they don't believe, like, it's similar to that. It's kind of the same thing. Like, you got to keep going, and it's basically the same thing I'm saying here. Like, if these people don't believe in your dream, or they don't support your vision, they don't see it, hey, that's their life, and they're entitled. They have the right to make their own choices in life. You know, so, you know, the message that I'm telling my partners is like, don't get so caught up and distracted in trying to force people to see what you see. Don't try to make them get it. If you know that you know, stick with it. It's gonna pay off. You gotta stay committed to your goal. You don't understand that when you set your mind on being better, on doing better, when you set your mind to changing your life, changing what you see, your environment, there will be opposition to that. And it can come in all forms from different people. People that you love, people that you're close to. It can come from them. So you just have to be aware when you notice that, when you recognize that. Oh man, they just installed some new red lights in a spot that stop on red. We ain't got no cars coming. I think they're just getting it ready so you'll know it's there. Gotta stop. But anyway, yeah. So you gotta know what you know. But the only way you know what you know is by you doing the work, you doing the research, you actually studying and investigating that which you seek, or that what you want to know, that what you're trying to learn. You got to put in the work to understanding it on a deeper level, because you can't lead nobody else if you're not educated. You can't teach nobody else. You shouldn't expect for your partner to listen to you and follow you if you're not educated yourself on the matter, on the subject. So it's going to be real important that we are educating ourselves in this time, so that you know. You're not guessing. You're not just going off an Instagram post or something you saw on TikTok, and now you like, oh yeah, man, I heard that NASA, you know, from TikTok. Man, do your research. You know what I'm saying? And know for yourself. You gotta know for yourself. And when you know, then you can move differently. Then you can operate at a higher frequency. Then you can achieve those goals that you set out to accomplish. But it cannot be based on everybody else believing what you have taken the time to educate yourself on. Trust your truth. Trust your truth. That truth gonna set you free, you know? I'm pulling up. I be trying not to get too close now, man. I done scratched the front of my car up on this little bumper, man. But yeah, that was really all this video was, is just encouraging somebody. You know, somebody is focused on their goal, or at least trying to focus on their goal, but they're feeling like, I can't really do it right now because there's so much going on in my personal life. And, you know, like I say, talking to my partners, my bros, it's like, man, my girl don't really support me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying to anybody that is seeking something right now, that is trying to achieve a goal, and there's people around you that are close to you, that you love dearly, that are not supporting your vision, supporting your dream, if you know that you know, you gotta stick to it. Just stick to it. Stay focused. Don't let those things distract you, because the reality is we'll get distracted trying to make them believe, make them see something that even isn't manifest yet. And a lot of people are I have to see it to believe it mentality type of people. You know, they are not going to believe, y'all know, flat hill elevate. They're not going to believe that something is real unless they can see it and touch it themselves. Like, you could tell them, hey, I already went, I saw it, I touched it, it's real, we can do this. And they might be like, I ain't seen it. You know, so don't let those things or those type of people, you even got homeboys, because I mean, it could be anybody, like, but don't stop your dream, don't stop your journey trying to pull somebody else to your understanding. You just continue to educate yourself, you continue to grow, you continue to build, you continue to gain knowledge, and then what will happen is your life will change, right? And people will notice this change, and people will wonder, how did he do it? What did he do? What's different? Something's different, you know what I'm saying? And then maybe they'll ask you. But trying to follow your goal, follow your dream, and trying to explain yourself constantly to people who don't believe it or see it is only going to drain you. It's only going to weigh you down. It's only going to distract you. It's only going to delay you from your goal and your dream. Sometimes you got to just be quiet and just let them watch you work. Because that's all some people are going to do anyway, is spectate. They're not going to support, they're going to spectate. So when we know these things and we begin to understand these things, we don't expect nothing from people. We don't expect anything other than for them to be who they are. You know, you can't expect people to be you. It's only one you. And you got to know that. You the only you. Don't be expecting nobody else to be you. They're not going to be you. They're going to be them. And you have to allow them to be them. And if them being them means they don't support you, they don't believe in you, they talk down on you, they talk negative on you, you know what I'm saying, they disrespect you, that's their choice. And that's something they're going to have to live with. But righteous people don't do that. We don't tear down one another. You know, and I'm not saying righteous in this sense of perfection. I'm saying seeking righteousness, righteous people. You know? That's that. Let me turn my video off. People sliding up on me and everything. Peace, love.